Alright, so welcome to Soothing Your Child massage workshop. I'm Gehin. I work at Notting Hill Therapy Clinic, and today I'm recording this session for parents who did not manage to make it to our session at Tabernacle on the 3rd of July 2021. So I have a participant with me who will be giving some feedback. You might hear voice, so that would be the people attending today. Good, so the first thing I would like to do with you this session is to teach you, parents, how to touch and to feel the touch and to see what the touch does to the body and to experience it for yourself. And once we've done that, I will then explain to you how to massage your child. So we're just going to start very quickly with experimenting for ourselves. The first thing we're going to do is massage the head. So you're just going to put your hands on your skull and you're going to use the tip of your fingers to explore every single area of your cranium, and you will feel that the bone is not smooth. It's got like bumps and places that are a bit more hollow. And I'd just like you to explore using your fingers in little circle, just as if you were polishing a piece of brass. Just go around your cranium and feel the hills and the valleys, and try to feel if you can feel the bone very well, or can you feel some fluid between the skin and the bone. See if you with your hands on the tip of your fingers, can you actually feel and if you meet some places that are a bit more soft and filled with fluid, you can just stay there a little bit and go around in small circles. And with the tip of our fingers we are moving these fluids and we are releasing the pressure in the head. So you can start, for example, at the forehead. You can do some little circle also on the forehead. And then you can go down the temples. And you can go around your ears and just get a sense of what it does in your body as well. As you're moving your fingers, what do you feel in your body? Do you feel some tingling? Is your breath opening? Do you get some shivers? Is it pleasurable? Is it painful? And just explore and find what actually feels good. Because if it feels good to you, chances are it's going to feel good to your child as well. And when you give a massage, if you're experiencing pleasure giving the massage, it's very likely that your child is enjoying it as well. I can see some smiles. Would you like to share what you're feeling?
Very relaxing.
It's very relaxing, good. So you can...
a bit ticklish.
A bit ticklish, yeah, I'm getting this sensation as well. And it's good to go on the ear as well and just massage the ear lobe. I have forgotten to say at the beginning, but when you're massaging a child, it's good to remove any jewelry that might be sharp or cutting, so please make sure you do that. Okay, and then you can, even for yourself, you might not need to do that for your child, but for yourself you can actually massage the jaw a little bit, because we hold a lot of tension always in the jaw here. And you can keep your eyes closed, because in order to feel one's body it's much easier to do that when we close our eyes. And then you can just go alongside the jaw, the bottom jaw, and massage your chin a little bit. And then even the top lip. Just go around the bones, literally, just feel the bones. You can massage a little bit under the chin. And for yourself, really, and you can start massaging also, again in small circle. This time maybe use more like the flat part of your fingertips rather than the tip. And then you can just work a little bit alongside the muscles on the neck. You've got a lot of muscles that attach to the collarbone, and they work really hard, these muscles, because we've got a very small trunk, the neck, supporting a heavy head, so they're always working hard. So you can work on the ones in the front. If you turn your head, you will actually see them they can be quite prominent, like this, yeah. And then on the side, you can go alongside the spine, the cervical, and just massage in a small circle like that. And find the right pressure, and really take your time. And I can hear some spontaneous breath being taken in the room, so that means that the body relaxes, the diaphragm opens up, and every time we take a spontaneous breath we make more space in the body, so relaxation can happen. Right. Okay, so that was the first experience for the head and neck. I always pretty much start with massaging the head when a client comes to my practice, because when we are stressed in life, the energy tends to go straight up to the head. So you will see if someone is getting the energy, or the seat of emotion is in the lower belly. And when we are triggered by stimuli in life, it could be visual, something we hear, something that happens around us, the energy goes straight into the chest. We start feeling an emotion, so it could be fear, anger, and it could even be love, any emotion. And then the energy just wants to be expressed into the world, so we are actually shouting, crying, or pushing with our arms. So arms and mouth is the expression triangle, so we communicate with the world. But if that is not happening, and for whatever reason, it creates stress in the body, and the energy carries on to the head. So we're often very charged. And you'll see when people are angry or when they're sad, the blood goes to their face, and you can see a child before they have a temper tantrum, they get like all swollen, their head swells literally. So energy attracts fluid. So when you're actually moving the fluid like that, it goes down and it gets digested by the guts. So signs that the child is relaxing would be maybe getting a pink, more color pink on the cheeks, because sometimes when we're very stressed we get also very white, because the energy goes either up to the head or it contracts to the core, into the bones. So sometimes we get also very white if we're fearful. If there's stress and fear, we become white. So relaxation signs would be pink cheeks, the breath is opening, so spontaneous breath, and gargling sound in the belly. So if you hear these, then it's usually a very good sign. Okay? Okay, so how was the massage for you, the head?
That was really good.
Very
I found
good.
the neck and the sides, like around the ears, were surprisingly relaxing.
Very good, very good. We hear a lot actually, and they can even be armoring in our ears. So I'm thinking of children who are very sensitive to sounds. Yeah, this would be very relaxing. You can massage the ear, and if you pull the ear slightly down and out, like the earlobe, down and out a little bit, it also brings relaxation. Yeah. Down and out. I will come around later on once we finish the recording, and then I'll get you to try your massage on me, and then we'll talk about more, specifically. Okay, so now the second type of massage I'd like you to experiment with is it's called palming or enveloping touch. And for this, I'm just going to turn the video a little bit to my arm. So we're just going to go like this. So you're going to use your hand, your right hand, to massage your left arm. You can start with the shoulder, and basically what you're going to do is grab whatever piece. It doesn't matter if you're grabbing a bone or muscle, or don't worry too much about knowing where the muscles are, but just basically hold and move and relax and hold and relax. I can see you doing it very well. And hold and relax and hold, and then relax and hold, and relax. And now you're just going to your lower arm, so it's just basically you just really holding and relaxing like that. And the rhythm can be slow like this, so it's a really soothing massage, and you can even do it in a way that you press a little bit, and as you hold, you can even slightly lift the tissues, and then it's this is actually a very pleasurable massage if you're doing it slow like that, very relaxing. So we're going to go down one arm like this, and I'm yawning, which is a good sign. So. Then on the hand, you can just very gently, what we can do is always like open a little bit the palm of the hand with the thumb. That's nice, like this. And we can just squeeze a little bit the fingers. And it can be firm for containment, or it can be also very gentle, like sometimes when we are playing with the hands or the feet of a baby, and even that can be really relaxing as well. It doesn't have to be too firm, so it really depends on how much containment your child needs at this stage. And I will say the rhythm, when we massage, we always tend to go a little bit too fast. So I'll say, like, try to find a rhythm that is matching the breathing of your child. Yeah. Yeah. So for example, if you want to do it very soothing, it should be like one hold per breath. On the inspire, you lift your hand, and then on the expire, you press a little bit more down, so you can see your child's breathing. And I'm just gonna see if I can breath, you move and then you press down and then and down and down and down. Maybe it would be a bit faster if your child's breathing is a bit faster, of course, yeah. And having said that, you can also do it more general, so we're going to do one more run on the same arm, but this time you don't really think of the breath, you're just like enveloping all the angles of the arm with your hand, pressing a little bit and then going down like this. Pull the energy. We're opening the doors in the body. We've got 5 doors, energetic doors that open to the world. The head, the hands and the feet. The sole of the hand and the feet. So, yeah. So once you've done one arm, you can do another arm. And I might just move this back a bit. Yeah, now you can see a bit more of my body. Yeah. I like a firm grip for myself, so I'm actually doing the one that I like. And it will really, you can ask your child to, give you some feedback. And say, okay, do you like it like this or do you like it like that? And then you try different rhythm, you can try different pressure and see how your child likes it. But for the arms and legs, I would say this is a very good massage for containing. And if your child is feeling a little bit scattered during the day, you can always also just hold one muscle. Like if you hold the biceps, yeah, sometimes, and then with your hand, just hold the muscle. And you can even imagine that you're holding your whole child through the muscle, and the brain of your child will feel held and contained just by holding that one muscle. So it's something easily done if you're on the public transport, your child is agitated. You can just either hold your child's biceps or the triceps and just hold very, it's just like so that you can contact the muscle. So how do you contact the muscle? When you press a little bit with your fingers through the tissues, you should feel like a little sausage, really, a little bit harder. Hopefully not too hard, not too soft. But it's usually a little bit firmer than the other tissues. Or you can simply put a hand on the shoulder of your child, or on their head. That's also very grounding. If you put weight on the head, how does that feel for you? Yeah? Do you feel your feet more when you put a hand on your head? Yes?
Or I just press down?
Yes, yes. I am a primary school teacher and I work with some autistic children, and sometimes before I start the lesson, there's some little kids, I sit them next to me and I just put my hands on their head for a few minutes, and then they settle and then we can start the lesson. Yeah. Yeah. Can you feel your feet more as soon as you've got this weight?
I'm more conscious of it.
Yeah. 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 And when you feel contained, then you don't need to hold yourself from within. You can relax from within. Good. And this kind of massage, you can do it as well for the legs, okay? So just in the same way, maybe we can do one leg together. Just gonna bring the camera down. Let's see how that works. I'm not sure we can see much, but anyway, the light is not so good. Okay, so anyway, with your hand, you can just start by holding your hip. Yeah, you can even put sometimes it's good to just put a hand on the hip and just, yes, if you just allow yourself to just feel, because we often have a lot of contraction in the hip area, and you can feel the warmth of your hand going into the tissue. And just holding is already relaxing because of the heat. And then you can just very gently, so you just follow the muscles. I mean, we've got big muscles on the thigh, in the front. So these are easy to feel. And you just hold and so again, containing touch for the legs. And when you arrive at the knee, maybe because there's a big bone there, it's a joint and there's often little fluids trapped, you can always use the tip of your fingers to work around the joint and just feel if there is any fluids. If you meet any fluids, you can always move it. Can you feel fluids? Yeah, we often have. We have more fluids around the knees than in our elbows. If you think of a river, if you put big rocks in the middle, then the water tends to flow slower, isn't it? So it's a bit the same for energy and joints in the body. So you can go around the knee and even at the back a little bit. And that's usually very relaxing when we are massaging the back of the knee. And as you go down, you can massage your calf, you can hold your calves like this. And you can also go over the bone, and there are some muscles in the front, next to the shin. And then you will massage the foot. So I'm just going to take off my shoe just to demonstrate. I might take off my socks, and I might be able to see it a bit better. Yeah. Okay. So you will just massage, again in small circle, you massage the sole of the feet. And then you just basically just work around the foot. I mean, any massage of the foot will be super relaxing because it just brings the energy down, so you can just work on every toe. And yeah, it's like one of the most, if your child is not too ticklish, I would say legs and feet is always very grounding. Yeah.
He likes his foot, his toes.
Yes, and then you can work also very gently on the toes, just like you play with baby toes, and that's also super relaxing. Massage does not have to be hard. Yeah? As long as it feels containing, it doesn't have to be deep. And often if we go too deep, we go into the defenses of the muscle, and then it creates more contraction rather than relaxation. And what we want here is to really relax the nervous system. Okay, so that was the second massage. So we've done the containing touch, and the last one, which is very good to do when your child lies in bed just before bedtime. So you could massage him or her lying on his back for the head, arms, legs and feet. And then you put your child on the side, and you're going to I don't have a child to demonstrate, but I'm going to try to explain as best as possible. So your child is going to be lying on his or her left, okay, and you're going to sit behind your child, so on the back side of your child. And with your left hand, you're going to start by holding. You're going to place your hand on the cervical called number 7. So if you go down your neck, you will see like at the bottom of your neck, you've got a cervical, a bone that is a little bit bigger than the others. Can you feel it? Yeah. So this is the one that you're aiming at, okay? And you're just going to place your hand there. So on your child's neck, you can also go a little bit higher and you can also massage a little bit, very gently. You can slightly press or squeeze just to encourage relaxation. And the reason why we are placing one hand here is because we've got a lot of cranial nerve that come out of the base of the skull and go down this way. So this area is full of nerves, and we are placing one hand here, and the other hand is going to be over your child's body on your child's lower belly, on the lower belly. So one hand will be on the neck, yeah, on the big bone at the base of the neck, and the other hand will be on the lower belly of your child. So you're basically holding your child like this, left hand on the neck, right hand on the lower belly, okay, and your child is lying on the left side, okay. And then once you're holding your child like that, under your right hand you might start feeling some little movements in the belly, and that's because the peristalsis, so the digestion of the child, is opening. And when this happens, then relaxation happens. We always talk about rest and digest, isn't it? Yeah. And the reason why we lay on the left-hand side is because we've got a little valve between the small and the big intestine. And when we lie on our left, this valve opens up. So it helps the digestion, okay? And you can hold your child like that for a while, and you can just, maybe have a chat. Or just be quiet if your child is about to fall asleep. And after that, to help your child fall asleep, we're going to practice stroking. Okay, so that's the last massage we're doing today, is stroking. So I'm going to ask you to use your hand, the tip of your finger, but the flat here, and you're just going to start on your forehead, okay? And you're going to go down the head up to the base of your neck, like that. And do it a few times. So stroke, like this. And another one. Like that. And then you can do alongside your arms, so with your right hand you can stroke, for example, from your chest, you open up to the arms. Chest to your arm. You can do it 2 or 3 times in segment. And we are doing this session in segments because we are sitting on a chair and we're practicing on ourselves, but when you can do the whole body of your child in one stroke when you lie on their left. And we're just going to go on the side of our body. And we're just going to open up from the chest on the side. And loading again. Open. And even you can go on the back. Strokes on the side of your back, and then you can do your legs to the side and then go down your leg, and just feel what it does. And just play with the speed and would say it shouldn't be not too slow but not too fast either. There is actually a certain speed that really activates the hormones of pleasure and relaxation. Yeah, and if you're doing this, moving the whole thing, but if you're stroking your child, you can literally stroke from the head all the way down the spine, and when you arrive almost at the sacrum, you can go on the hip, and then alongside the top leg, because your child will be lying on the left side, so on the right leg, all the way to the feet. And you can do many strokes like that. Or you can do one from the forehead and then onto the arms. So you distribute the energy. And this is actually really, really relaxing and really opens up the digestion. So that can be the last thing you do before they fall asleep. Okay,
definitely.
Right, so these are the 3 massages. So again, just to remind us, so we are with the tips of our fingers, we are going into the head and the skull, and we are exploring the skull, and we're being a bit curious really, and moving little pockets of fluid to remove the pressure in the head. So we do that, and then we go around the ears, and I always get like a little shiver when I do that. So pleasurable. And the neck. And you can even explore like the base of the skull, where the atlas bone sits, where the spine meets the base of the skull. And here you can actually massage, you can spend time there and really relax there. And around the ears it's also very important. The back of the ears. So that was the first one, and then the second one is the containing touch. It can be very slow with the breath. And really just imagine that with your hand you're creating a container around the arm. Allows the body to feel all its edges, and the skin and the tissues. It knows where. It just knows where it is, really. So that was good for your arms and legs. And we open the hands a little bit. Palm of the hands, palm of the sole of the feet. Just open a little bit. You can, I would say for a child I would just use the tips of my fingers to do that. And then just pull the energy to the tip of each finger. So imagine you just pulling it like that. And the same for the legs and the feet. And the last part of the massage, your child will be lying on their left. You will place one hand on the cervical number 7, the biggest one at the base of the neck, where you can feel a little bump. The biggest one. Place your hand there. You can or just hold your child's neck a little bit like that. for support. Actually, it feels always very good if someone holds our neck, because our neck muscles, they work all the time supporting the head, so it's actually quite unusual to feel supported in the neck and to be able to really relax there. And the other hand will be on your child's lower belly, and you are actually standing or sitting on the bed, for example, behind your child's on the back side. So you're holding your child like this, and you can visualize yourself also like an oak tree. You know, you've got your feet firmly on the ground, you're tall and strong like an oak tree, and you can really hold your child like that. And then you will just stroke your child from the forehead just above the eyebrows and pull the energy all the way down the back of the head, the spine, the hips and the right leg, all the way to the feet. Et voilà! So I hope you will enjoy this massage for yourself, and that you will have a go at massaging your child. And if you want to come on the 17th of July at 2 o'clock at the Tabernacle, please get in touch with me on 07479 407 353. Bring your child along, maybe bring a yoga mat and a small cushion if you have one, a small pillow, but otherwise just a yoga mat would be good, and we can just practice with our children. Thank you.